Welcome, welcome, welcome to another video on the channel. We're going to be ranking the top 10 projects, EPs, albums, mixtapes from Delaware rappers and artists. I mean, there's just so much untouched talent. You know what I mean? It just angers me that, like, people aren't recognizing these people. You know, I've been to concerts from some of these guys, and I'd consider a lot of these guys and gals to be friends. You know what I mean? And I'm doing this in no order. I know you're some competitive motherfuckers, but no, we're gonna do it in no order. If you really want me to do it in order, comment me below, and maybe I'll do another ranking and in order, like from how I think what's the best. Maybe there'll be a number one, but nah. I really just love that there's so much differentiation in style. You got that groovy, smoky, smooth, feel-good songs from Stoner X. Then you got them club bangers from Westside Chester Tony. And it's just, there's so much talent in the area. And I'm glad I'm able to embrace it before it just blows up. And I feel like it'll always be a great scene. There's always new artists popping up. And let's get right into the video. Here we go. Wave by Stoner X. You know, Sunshine is just an amazing song. I'm gonna keep it a stack. It just should be played at like the beach or a honeymoon or something. You know, Stoner X is just the best at using autotune out of anybody in the state. And that's a really bold claim, but I'd have to say, out of anybody in Delaware, that's a fact. These 4 songs display a promising future for Stoner X. You know, he's playing his music in front of Jim Jones, you know, the record guy. And, you know, the intro just had titled Wave has this memorable hook and displays the mood of the entire EP. You know, that Lil Shawty song at the end has that sort of romantic hero feeling to it, which is absolutely enjoyable to the max. And a companion, you know, a romantic companion, you know, a woman or guy, you know, would love to hear this, as well as most of Stoner X music. I really think that the ladies would really like this music, or just someone that wants to have fun with themselves, and someone who wants to enjoy themselves. You know, a lot of Stoner X's music is very empowering, and I'd say this is a great example of how empowering his music is. Anybody that listens to Stoner X is empowered and really feels good about themselves, and that's really what a lot of people want to hear this day and age. That's what I thought of Wave by Stoner X, the EP. Once again, in no order. I'm ranking Delaware projects, EPs, mixtapes, and albums from Delaware. Let's move on to another projects. We got mixtape. This mixtape is called XXX. It is by Jace. Here it is. So, Jace really displays this growth from his EP Miles Away. He's been rapping since the age of 12, but his on-the-record releases they stem back to, you know, 2016. Kind of took a break, then came back with Miles Away. Really put him on the scene, and then this one came out. You know, and I heard I'm close with him, and I heard a lot of him like sort of acapella these songs to me, and it was iconic to kind of see them in fruition. And I kind of organized a lot of features in it because I'm in the business side of music, you know, myself. So the intro has a feature from Texas artist Lee. You know, every line is memorable. You know, he says, "I body all that I touch, and that includes a bag. I'm out here living the life that they wish they had." He said, and Lee also says, "You stay with your moms. I'll never know the feeling." Like, dude, what? Dude, what? Dude, that is insane. Lee just really, and Jace also had a really good, you know, comedic and romantic verse at the beginning of the intro titled XXX. And you know, it's just like he's always like dropping bombs like Osama, like, and I don't know, he's probably referring to the, you know, subject matter and lyrics with that line, and it's just iconic to see that. And it's absolutely riveting. And the song All Right is an absolute highlight, and it really demonstrates, you know, Jace's tendency to really motivate and make the listener feel good and know that in this life, you know, it's okay to be a fuck up. It's okay to be a fuck up, and we all have struggles. like, things will be alright, and that pun intended, pun fucking intended. Fast with Stoner X should be played in thousands of strip clubs. Fuck Love has an amazing hook. Tizzy T gives a hilarious and memorable verse on Kobe. The fact is that only few Delaware artists can really match Jace's talent and his ability to orchestrate just a great body of work. That Miles Away, you had so much. 5 songs on Miles Away was excellent as well. That doesn't make the list because I just feel like XXX shows a huge amount of growth and has so much more awesome talent featured on this. You got Lil Senna, you got Paul Butler, and you got Chuck Looney. Oh man, his verse was really touching towards the end of the album. Yeah, so this is excellent. Obviously links, but I'm gonna try and get a link to everything below, with this. And let's go to the next project we're gonna talk about. This is by Ruga Gambino. It's an album called The Lost Owl, right here. And Ruga Gambino, I've seen him in the studio myself personally. He's so fluid, he's so fast, but he's just quickly creates this masterpiece of work. And I've seen a lot of unreleased songs be created by Ruga, and he when someone in interview tells you that they don't write their music and they just freestyle everything, a lot of times I think cap. But I was in the fucking studio with Ruga, and I saw him not write down a single fucking word from any song in here. And I heard him. I'm not talking about a song that was on this album, but I'm just saying Ruga is like genuinely freestyles his music. He genuinely just memorizes everything and just comes up with it on the spot. And the mixer, shout out to Grady Records and Grady 2700, a new label on the rise. He just goes in and it's just like boom, 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 knocks out a couple great lines, mixes them, outstanding. And I feel like with this, we get this sort of cold, this rough. This sort of, sound, it's menacing, but you kind of feel bad for him a little bit every now and then. This lost owl, in an interview that Ruga completed, he confirmed that he is the lost owl. That is who he is, and it's just like expertly executed. This feel, I feel like this album really begs the question: should I be loyal to my demons or be loyal to my angels? I feel like that's what this album is really about. I feel like it's an excellent body of work, and not much similar to Jace. I feel like Jace and Ruga are like top tier Delaware rappers. Not much can really match those two, really. And they haven't worked together. They will. I really hope they do, but not much of them can. Not a lot of other Delaware rappers can really match their talent. Some can, and then some that have worked with them can and are on the rise to do so, but really not much people can really match these people's talents. Street Code, Warzone, Only Owl really had this rough feeling to them, but this narration explaining how the philosophy of the owl, it's truly outstanding. And really, I'm gonna say it right now, genuinely better than anything Polo G's ever released. I love Polo G, but I'm gonna have to keep it a stack. Ruga Gambino's on top, and Polo G's not really from Delaware. I'm just saying in general, you know what I mean? A lot of people probably disagree with that. Not much. Not many people can really match Ruga's flow, capturing the listener's ear, and this unique style and subject matter. Lost Owl is amazing. That's what I got to say about that. Next on the list, Time by Paul Butler. Shout out to Paul Butler. The Fly freestyle shows absolutely how much Paul Butler can really hammer down on any soul sample beat. You know what I mean? Any sample beat that he finds. He really gives the viewer music that you really show anybody. He raps about the 9 to 5. He raps about the struggle of the 9 to 5. He raps about his family history. He raps about Making Toast. That really celebratory song, Making Toast, which is a single off the album, getting a lot of traction. It get thousands of streams, guys. This is truly an excellent feel-good EP. I'd have to say the highlights from this EP include Make a Toast, Origin, and Fly Freestyle. I'd have to say that the first song, intro, in parentheses, Origin, is truly the best song on this project. And I heard Paul Butler on Old Habits Die Hard by Slide Out, and also by Jace on You by Jace on the XXX EP. I saw him sort of experimenting with this sort of melodic, echoed out vocal processing. I feel like that's good, but I really want to hear something like this again. And I saw him on a story, doing a whole little soul sample beat in FL Studio. No, he's actually using Logic, my bad. But I really want to see him sort of mix them as well, or something like that. I want to see a project where it really mixes both styles. And shout out to Make a Toast. That's an excellent. That's probably the first song I heard from Paul, and I was that got out of the playlist before I even gave a shit about Delaware rappers. But now I'm tapped in. I'm tapped in all these Delaware guys. My next list, I got people that I haven't even heard of yet. You know what I mean? I hope these people that I haven't heard of pop up, and I'm just like there listening to these fuckers. We got another video. We got another one on the list, exclusive by WSC Tony. I bumped into WSC Tony at a carnival around summer 2019. I was a very different person back then, and it was a good little time. He's funny shit. He knows how to have fun with himself, and I ended up going to a concert of his, some other time this year, and then the early couple months ago, and it was insane to see him perform OMG, which is the lead single off of this mixtape. It's a true moment I'll remember. The entire audience remembered every word OMG, and it's truly an iconic song from a Delaware rapper. It's got like thousands of streams. The remix has even more. It's just like iconic. Like people from our school, because I go to school with Tone, so a lot of people from our school really know that song, and it's a fire ass song right there. OMG. It's like better than Blue. It's like Blueface's style a little bit, but he really does it way better. It kind of has a weird raspy ass voice, and I really love Tony's like sound and style of voice. And Bucks Up was a hit as well. This sort of fast-paced, violent song should be played as a car chase occurs in an action movie or something like that. Really awesome. And I'd have to say, Tony and YG on the Light have excellent chemistry, and I'd love to see more from them. As well as Brian Jervey was a highlight as well. He was actually popped in during an interview of the vlog of the me seeing Tony in concert, and he's a real funny guy. He's a hooper. Yeah, hey, you'll get that if you've seen the the vlog. So yeah, let's go to another thing. We got Trap Star by Zaire. Like it's Zaire. Like that's a little ad lib. Whatever. I'm just messing around. Anyways, it's all about a huge amount of hype, and I'd say it really lived up to that hype. Zaire knows his inspiration. If you like Lil Uzi, Pierre Bourne, Playboi Carti, Zaire does like that style, but he adds some really like Lex Luger inspired flair to it. And Throw a Party sounds like it's meant to be sung by 100 people. While there are celebratory moments, there are struggling moments in this album as well. You know what I mean? That romantic song, Angel Dust, is such a highlight from the album as well. From top to bottom, Trap Star's an amazing project, and it really got me to listen to like his other releases. His last release was Rights and Wrongs. Excellent EP, short and sweet. I definitely recommend checking out Rights and Wrongs. It's the one with the butterfly on the cover, and I thoroughly like that as well. And Zaire actually appeared on Jace's record EP, Miles Away, on the song Fairy Tale. Highest stream song on there, but also I'd have to say like Distance or One Way better than Fairy Tale, but Fairy Tale is really, really high up there on the song, on Jace and Zaire songs, like ever in their career and stuff like that. Definitely check out Trap Star. Not too long of a project, only 42 minutes of your time. Just something to really check out. We got another project by Alicia Goku. That's next on the list. It's loading right here. Yeah, check it out. It's called Diary of a Stoner. Alright? Let's analyze this real quick. Alicia Goku's doing it better than Meg Thee Stallion. I'm gonna be keeping a fucking stack. She really delivers this sort of tough but smooth album at the same time. The production is fantastic. Matches very well with the sort of echoey mixing, which is a delight to the ears. I'd have to say the song Go Time is a bouncy delight and an elegant listen. I enjoy this sort of bragging style from her. She really displays a true confident woman, and I love to see that. That was Diary of a Stoner. Definitely check that one out. Now, we got an album from the Queen. We got Too Much Is Not Enough by Nay. Now, Too Much Is Not Enough is a great little, EP. I'd have to say, Nay is really an amazing artist. She leads that Move in Silence movement as well. She got really good merch for that. Check that out. But I'd have to say, Stack or Sarv is a really meaningful masterpiece that will motivate anyone who listens to it. I hear the lavish lifestyle in Tiffany, the intro track, and it's great to hear that song when you start the album. It's a great intro. I'd have to say, compared to other, projects on this list, not a lot of them have great intros. I'd have to say that XXX by the intro of XXX with Jason Lee, that's probably the best intro song in here, but Tiffany kind of ranks real high up on that. Nay really gets the listener to feel good in the song Fuck With You. And Real Rap Sean gives probably the best feature verse of the album. And great little EP. Like to see where she'd go from here. And she's a very nice woman. I actually interviewed her a while back. Very nice lady. Let's go to the next on the list. We got 2 more. New release from Matos MT. We got December Baby. Ruga Gambino is really close with Matos, and I have to say this is a great little EP. And you can see Matos is really coming into his own. As a solo artist, he's really trying to break free of just kind of he's trying to become this great artist, and I really see a really motivated guy, and I just really like the intro song, The Voice. It was excellent. He's rapping about wanting to be on The Voice, you know what I mean? Like who doesn't want to be on The Voice? And I really like that little subject matter. But he also just has that's crazy freestyle, sort of bass boosted whisper delivery song, completely different from The Voice. And I love to see that. It really surprised me in the best possible way. I heard that, and well done sound effects in that as well. Really like that EP. Somewhere in Delaware is a mini EP by Iman Calhoun. Excellent. These 3 songs represent 3 different styles from Iman and skill sets. Everything I talk about it is real / can you relate? It's produced by German producer B. Frankie. It is a boom bap struggle song. Cold Heart is a really fun trap banger. Robotic Love is an excellent pop love song with a slow acoustic instrumental. The background singing vocals from Corinda.S in that song is done very well. That's what I got for the top 10 projects, EPs, mixtapes, albums from Delaware artists and rappers. Thank you for watching another video. Like and subscribe for more content oriented around music, films, and entertainment, and also great interviews from a lot of really unique people. Thanks for watching.